and welcome to this special edition of MCSN. I'm Freya Dahlgren. We now know the name of Meredith's ninth president. Dr. Aimee Sapp, the current Chief Academic Officer of William Woods University in Missouri, will replace President Joe Allen on July 1st. The Board of Trustees says that out of the 95 applicants from the nationwide search, she was the one the search committee and the board unanimously agreed on. We sat down with Dr. Sapp to find out more about why she chose Meredith and her plans for the future. I wanted to start by asking you why Meredith?
Okay. Well, obviously, Meredith being a women's college is really, really important to me. Mm-hmm. I am a proud graduate of a women's institution, and I genuinely mean it when I say that it very much formed who I am, both professionally and personally. I think it's a gift, and I think throughout my life it became more and more evident as I moved through my career, as I advanced and promoted into different roles, how incredibly important that experience was. And so that was an initial attraction. And then as I learned more and more about the school, I learned really how special it was. It's a very exciting time for me.
And what is your first priority as president of Meredith College?
My first priority as president of Meredith is to listen a lot and get to know everyone. I think that there are so many amazing things going on here, but I want to hear from everybody directly. What do you love? What are your concerns? What are your dreams for the place? And then really be able to leverage everything that I hear from everybody, students, faculty, and staff, to be able to then, what are the next steps forward? Where do we need to move from here after I've heard from everybody?
So Meredith is a predominantly white institution, mm-hmm. and the diversity of our student body is growing. The Meredith website tells us that between 60 and 70% of Meredith's population is white. What are your plans in increasing diversity and inclusion here at Meredith as president?
It's a very important question. I think that diverse environments are where students learn and grow the best. And so it actually is very important to me. I think that there are a lot of ways to do that. And again, I think that some of that comes in listening to people early on. I still have to learn what efforts we've made to date to expand diversity on campus. And then we need to make a plan to move forward from there to expand that even more. And it's not just students, it's faculty and staff as well. But again, the more diverse the environment, the more students learn, because they learn a lot from one another. And I think it's just very, very important. So it will be a focal point of mine.
A common topic of discussion among Meredith students is the inclusion of non-binary and transgender mm-hmm. students here at Meredith. As we don't currently have that included in an admissions policy, mm-hmm. what is your opinion on that inclusion effort and how to make Meredith a safe and inclusive environment for everyone who decides to attend?
I think this kind of goes back to your previous question. I think it's very important that we welcome all students. Now, Meredith is a women's college. And so it's important that we remember that and focus on that. But women come in a lot of different forms right now. And I think it's important that people can express their gender in the way that is most comfortable for them and most fitting for them. So I don't think being a women's institution excludes that.
What do you see as current areas for growth here at Meredith, and how do you plan to grow in those areas?
It might be a little early, honestly, to answer that question right now. So one thing I will say is I would love to, I'd love to expand enrollment. I think Meredith's enrollment is strong, and I'm excited about that. But when I get excited about an institution that offers so much, I just want everyone to have the opportunity to have it. So I'm really excited about that, about making sure that we're giving as many students as possible the gift of a Meredith education. I'm also excited to talk to students and faculty and staff about new programs they might be interested in, or other things they might want to add to what is already a wonderful menu of opportunity here.
Thank you. How would you describe your leadership and communication styles, and how will that play into your work?
My leadership and communication styles are open and transparent. I think it's important, and people need to understand that transparent communication leadership also means sometimes you hear things you don't want to hear. So I will promise to students that I'll always be honest with you, even if it's information that you might not like or you might ask more questions about. That's absolutely great. We're going to have those conversations. We're going to talk about things. And I think I like a collaborative style. I like to bring people together, and I like to have open and honest conversations with people. I think that's the best way for us all to move forward together. So that's what I intend to bring with me.
And my last question is there anything else that you would like to share with the Meredith community?
I think only that I'm very, very excited. I can't wait to get started. I'll come in July, and I know there won't be very many students here then, but that will give me a little time to get settled. So as soon as students are back in August, I'll be ready to go and having conversations with everyone, and I'm just really, really looking forward to that.
We will have more about the president-elect on next week's show. We hope to see you then. On behalf of the entire news team, thanks for watching.